Welcome, boys and girls and colleagues, in this maths lesson about longitudes and latitudes. Okay? Longitudes and latitudes are very common in geography lesson. What are longitudes? Longitudes are lines that run from north to south, whereas latitudes are lines that run from east to west. So I have an old here globe. Okay, you can see there are lines that are running from north, this is the North Pole, to South Pole, and then there are also others run across from east to west. So from east to west, right to left, those are latitudes, and they are very many. Okay, even down here there are many. How do you know the lines, in another words, if you are given in a question? The ones which have south or north, they are basically latitudes. Okay, so if this is the equator, the northern hemisphere, their latitudes will have a letter capital N, something north, maybe 20 degrees north, 40 degrees north. The lines which run from right to left, okay, east to west, on the southern part of the hemisphere, keyword southern part, so they tend to have capital S. Okay, so 20 degrees north, that would be a latitude on the northern hemisphere. 45 degrees south would be a latitude on the southern hemisphere. Okay, then we have, remember, those which run from north to south, they are known as longitudes. Okay, so we know basically what is longitude and what is latitude. So let me just put that in a picture form. Let me pick my pens. Okay, so we can try to get the positions are basically like in coordinate form. Coordinate form gives you x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay, so even in longitude, latitude, you have a systematic way of expressing a position. Okay, so coordinate system, we have x, y. This is coordinate system. The coordinate system, x axis and then y axis. Okay, so we have us expressing north stroke south and then east stroke west. That is how position will be expressed. So e.g., okay, e.g., we want to look at position K, a town K found 60 degrees north and maybe 20 degrees east. Suppose you have such a position, just like in coordinate, you must get the position of a given point. So we want to get position of a given point in longitude and latitude. Okay, so I would suggest you draw a globe. Okay, you draw a globe. Maybe you can put it in black, it will be better. You draw a globe. that represent a globe. Okay. Then 60 north. Remember, north is northern hemisphere. S for south is southern hemisphere. Latitude is found there. So this is what I will do. 60 north, maybe there, and then I'll put there. So this is 60 north. You see, why have I put a dotted line? Because it is a circle. It is a circle, specifically a small circle. A small circle. We have also names like great circle, small circle. Okay? So, if I may rub first this second part, position, we are talking of latitude and longitude, which is basically small circle, and great circle. We are talking about that. Okay? Small circle, great circle. Okay? So this is a small circle, also known as a latitude. Latitudes are expressed with capital N or small n. Of course, equator is a special latitude which does not have N and S. It is a special one. Why is it special? It divides the earth into exactly 2 hemispheres, and then it has the greatest radius. Okay? The other latitudes don't have the radius of the globe or of the earth. At the center of the earth, you measure to the surface of the earth, then you get 2 kinds of radii. Okay? The biggest you can get is along the circumference of the equator. So that is capital R, radius, big R. All other latitudes will have small r. All longitudes will have capital R. Okay? All longitudes have capital R. The only latitude with the capital R is the equator. The rest of latitude have small r. So we are learning how to locate a position, a point. So for example, you are told K is a town located at 60 degrees north, 20 degrees east. East is right, west is left. So we have there north, east. Okay? This is west, this is south. That can help you quite a great deal. Okay? So we know the latitude 60 north is on the northern hemisphere, upande wa juu. So you try just and get that circle with the hidden part, because it's a circle. Then I also need to get now what? The longitude 20 east. So 20 east, it will budge towards the right. So from northern hemisphere, it budges towards the right. You can also put that just to give you an idea of the cycle, the circle. So this point is the one we call point K. Okay? That is point K. Now, let us look at another example. Suppose I give you M, N is 0 degrees and then 40 west. So, we always start with latitudes. okay, and then followed by longitudes. Just like in coordinate, x coordinates and then y coordinates. In which sense? The position is specific. What do you begin with? What do you end with? So in coordinate, how is it unique? It is x coordinate followed by y. In latitude and longitudes, it is latitude first followed by longitude. There is a specific way. It is systematic. So if I'm given a point N which is 0 degrees, it has neither north nor south, then automatically know that is the equator. Okay? It is the boundary of that division of north and south. So by itself, it does not carry any letter N or S. So I know he's talking about the equator. So I put there and then I show. Okay? Then I'm told 40 degrees west. You will just make it bulge towards the left. So I can put that. Now that you have understood, I can remove this so that we don't have much there. So I can put there. So this is the point N. That is my point N. Okay. So this is what you have to go through first before you do anything else. Okay. You have to go through this before you do anything else. So those are positions. You must get right the positioning before you do any calculation. Calculations are very simple. They are formula based. They are formula based. So you have only to digest how are the position drawn. Okay? Now, let me just remind you about something small. What is this something small? Distance. So basic 2, distance or distances. Okay? So distances in latitude, longitude can be expressed in 2 units. Okay? Kilometers, stroke meter, and then nautical miles. So distance in A, kilometer, most common, B, nautical miles. But remember, this is as far as the earth is concerned. If I give you the globe, the units may take form of centimeter. Then you should be able to convert centimeter into meter, meter into kilometers, and consequently relate to nautical miles. So I'm going with the basic first. We don't want to complicate issues. Distances in kilometer and meters and nautical miles. Okay? Now, what I want you to understand, it borrows from circumference, what you learned even in primary. If I give you, okay, that is a circle, and that circle has radius r, okay, and somebody moves from A to B, thereby subtending an angle theta. Okay, somebody is moving from A to B, subtending an angle theta. So let us get the basic first. What is circumference? Circumference is 2 pi r. Some people say pi d. Pi d. Both are correct. But I want you to get that version because it's the one we'll build on. So that is the basic of circumference. So if I ask you, Okay? Somebody moved from A to B along the circumference, thereby covering angle 60. So what is the arc length AB? So arc length AB is equal to theta over 360 times 2 pi capital R. Why have I written capital R? Because it represents the radius of this circle. Okay? So can we shift our camera down? We continue a bit down, down, down. Yeah. Now, suppose I have another circle. Its radius is R. Then, and I have A, B. Then arc length here. Arc length AB, maybe PQ. Arc length PQ will be theta over 360 times 2 pi. That is the difference. The R is the radius of the circle you are talking about. Okay? It is the circle you are referring to. I'm referring to this circle whose radius is small r. The letters small r and capital R will be of very great significance in the next lesson. But in a nutshell, what you need to understand, the radius you will be referring to in the basic of calculating the circumference is the radius of that particular circle. Okay? So this is what we will have to build on in getting the position in kilometer or in any other unit as expressed by radius. The arc length unit depends on r. If r is in centimeter, then arc length will be in centimeter, because these are just ratios. These are figures without units. Theta over 360 is a fraction. Theta over 360 is a fraction. Pi has no units. Okay? Pi has no units. It's a ratio. So it takes the units of radius. Now, in our next lesson, we shall see. This is lesson 1 of longitude, latitude. So we shall do lesson 2, so that we now look at details of distances in kilometer and distances in nautical miles. So as I conclude, what do you need to know? You need to know what is longitude, what is latitude. How are they drawn on the globe? How are they drawn to express the position of a particular point? So position is very important. You must understand what it is, that is in terms of definition. You must understand how to draw a point. This is very important. Okay, this is very important, what I've drawn. I can give the last, maybe you try point B, which is 20 degrees south and then 80 degrees east. If I'm given something like that, what I need to draw is, I have a picture that is like the globe. Okay, we focus a bit down there. Then I have 20 south, so this will be on the southern part. And then I have 80 east, very extreme to the right. There. So this is my point B. Okay? Because in some cases you can be told a plane flew from B to point A, from B and then to point A. So A is 20 degrees A is 40 degrees north and then 80 degrees east. So you can see it maintained the longitude. It maintained this longitude. And by virtue of being given north, it landed in the northern hemisphere. So what I need to do now is to put 40 degrees north. I can put it somewhere there. Okay, this is 40 degrees north and this was 20 degrees south. So this is my point A. Then you can be asked to get now what is the distance it covered. So you can see from the level of equator, there was something down by 20 here and something up here by 40. So the angle that is subtended at the center is 60. So to get the distance it covered, if I know the radius of the earth, will be simple. So that is what we'll be looking at in our next lesson. Please continue subscribing so that you can get more. Bye bye.